So what are we doing here, Brad?
Well, we're taking the water out of the hydrostatic lubricator. Now I'm going to replace it with oil. Now I'll fill the lubricator with oil, and as the steam condenses, the oil goes into the cylinders and the water is left in the lubricator. Now fill the boiler with water and we're going to fire it up.
So at this club, you have different different types of steam, like coal and oil and all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yeah, they're running a coal-fired one over there now. They're firing it up. And then there's alcohol-fired. Let's get this one ready to go. Well, this one we never ran yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
This one, no, we didn't.
Yeah.
We never got it.
We ran it. Sort of.
Sort of. Yeah. We never really
played it.
Couldn't keep the boiler lit.
So it's pretty much the same type process.
Yes. Yeah, they're all the same. They're all pretty much the same. That's full. That's full. Okay. Now this one, I'll get this one full, then we'll be ready to go. That's full. All right.
Thanks for taking the time out, Brad, with us to show us a little bit of this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
This is my stationary boiler I built to run the steam engines. This was my first COVID project during the lockdown. I built this boiler, and all last summer I had it on the picnic table. I ran it almost every day.
Wow.
Kept your wife happy.
Yep.
Got you out of the house.
Yep. This is a steam pump to pump water into the boiler, or you can do it by hand with a hand pump.
Really? Wow, that's cool. Really nice. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, go ahead.
So what we have here is Stirling engines, or hot air engines. They're a low temperature differential engine. Basically, the best way to describe it is think of a balloon. You take that balloon, you put it in the freezer, it contracts. You pull the balloon out of the freezer, you put it in the warm air, it expands. What you're doing here is the same principle, just a lot faster. So what we're going to do is we'll stop our little gamma here. In the gamma, you have a loose fit piston up in here, which is the hot end and the cold end. So that piston just goes back and forth in between the two, moving the air from hot to cold really fast. And then you go from the hot end to cold end, there's a little passageway that goes between the two to a power piston. That just moves the air, so it just forces that air through there just to give it a little bit of pressure to go to the power piston to constantly keep the engine moving. And that goes from the connecting rod into the flywheel, and the flywheel continuously moves it to keep the engine running.
There you go.
And that's basically a Stirling engine.
Very cool. How about this contraption up
This
here?
here is a Ryder Erickson water pumping engine. Small scale.
Oh, you are welcome.
So this is the same principle on how this one works, except you have two pistons in one cylinder. So you have the displacer piston, which is your rod that goes up and down, which is the high point. Your power piston is the one that's going from the cantilever arm to the water pump section here. So all it is it's just going up and down, same principle, just a little bit different design, and it's just for pumping water. These were actually designed to pump water in the cities for apartment complexes. So they could pump the water from the basement all the way up to the water tank that's on the top of the building to supply enough pressure for all the apartments inside the building. And the advertisement that they had back in the day, don't yell at me, this is what they said, so easy to run, a woman can do it. Literally, that was the saying. So don't shoot the messenger.
Well, thanks a lot for taking time out and sharing this info with us.
You're welcome. Thomas is over there.
Excellent.
little young guy. That's what I said. You're going to want to make them bigger.
I already did. It's bigger than.
Yeah. You want it big enough that you can make that doesn't get stuck.
That's right.
You want it better? 100 times better than it was? Got it.
Where's the pressure gauge?
Okay, what we use is a lighter, and when you open up the gas, start it, then you see the flame up front, and then you want to get it back into the chamber. Pull it back a little bit, then you check that it's in there. Otherwise you burn up the front. This way you heat the water.
Very cool. Now, what type of steam unit is this?
That's a Ruby.
And it's ran by oil?
Water and the propane, butane.
Okay, water and butane.
Yeah. Well, this is butane one. It takes about 2, 4, 5 minutes till it starts up.
So how long on a run usually on this locomotive?
This one here about 20 to 40 minutes, depends on the adjustment. So I'm lucky, it's running so far good, except forward is not as good anymore, so I have to readjust it on my spare time. So, otherwise I'm fine with it.
Very cool.
No problem.
So what's the preparation for this to get it going?
Fill water, fill the oil, propane, or butane, and fire it out.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for taking the time out with us to show us that. So that must be manual pushing.
Yeah, I think it's out of fuel.
No.
So I believe. Yep. Okay. I'll go get my fuel.